Hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Cedar, and today we're starting our blind playthrough of the new Shimmering Frontiers update in Core Keeper. I'm very excited. Yeah, so we're starting to find this stuff, which is very exciting because I've been on the game for several hours today, and this is the first we've seen of the new stuff, and all I had to do was venture outside of where I've already been. So, if you're just getting into this, please be sure to do the same. Save yourself the same pain and heartache that I had going through what was kind of masquerading as new stuff, but didn't actually contain, you know, the new wood that you need and the new kind of sub biomes. I'm also excited to show you my main file, because I just did a series on here where we played on a brand new file. We're going to dive right into the new content. We'll go over the patch notes really briefly, and then we'll see what new stuff we can find. Alrighty, so here we've got the patch notes for the update. So they basically just say that there's new biome, there's a new boss, new types of challenging events can be found in the Shimmering Frontier. Complete them and be rewarded. New upgrade station crafted at the Scarlet Workbench that allows players to upgrade item levels of equipment, tools, and weapons, making them stronger. So this applies to literally every item in the game, it seems like. So your weapons, your outfits, your rings. This allows players to use a much larger variety of equipment setups, as lower level items can become competitive with late game items. Over 50 new pieces of equipment! I'm going to say that this includes the ones that you can craft at the new Workbench and Anvil probably, as well as I know that different bosses and stuff have new drops. 3 new enemies, an orbital turret, a Mimite, and Nillipede. 1 new roaming creature, a crystal snail. I think this was shown in the trailer. 1 new species of cattle. Kelple is a turtle-like cattle that roams the beaches in the sunken sea and eats kelp to produce kelp dumplings. Cattle breeding. Cattle can now breed to spawn baby cattle. A baby cattle will spawn when 2 cattle of the same type have eaten enough food over time and are near each other. A materializer, an object acquired from the new event that allows players to weave free matter into temporary living being. A new radiation-themed merchant that sells new unique items. The merchant may sell an important item for the new boss. New tools. Roofing gadget allows the players to create or remove roofing tiles to allow natural light to shine through. Hand drill and Scarlet hand drill allows the player to move while digging and hits much faster than a mining pick. Has lower durability than a mining pick, however. Can be found in item drops in the world. The Obliteration Ray, this was shown in the trailer as well. Exactly what it's, or as cool as it sounds. We'll let you discover this one yourselves. Livestock Workbench, crafted at the basic Workbench, or the wood Workbench, allows crafting of the feeding tray and some new items, including the Leash, which you can attach to cattle to move quickly alongside you. A cattle transport box, which lets you put 1 cattle in the box and put it in your inventory. But once you release them, the box is consumed, so they're one-time use. Over 50 new pieces of equipment. We've added a lot of new equipment throughout the whole game. We have, for example, added new equipment drops to all of the first 3 bosses to make them more rewarding to defeat. That is true, but some of the later game bosses don't have any drops. From what I remember, Malugaz doesn't, Azios does, the slime bosses don't, so Morpha, Ivy, Igneous don't seem to have new drops. King Slime has 1 new drop. You can actually get a new pet, Prince Slime, drops from King Slime. There are also many new equipment pieces that drop from destructibles, enemies, chests, and so on in most biomes. New ore type Solarite can be found in walls and various other ways in the Shimmering Frontier. Gleamwood, a new type of wood that only grows in the Shimmering Frontier. 3 new rare materials used for upgrading equipment to higher item levels that are found in various ways in the Shimmering Frontier. So this includes like new gem types: Jungle Emerald, Ocean Sapphire, Desert Ruby. 2 new plants, Sun Rice and Luna Corn. 5 new fish that can be caught in the Shimmering Frontier. 2 new cooked food types, probably coming from these, although I don't know what a food type is. Maybe it's like how they have the salads and the smoothies and stuff. 1 new potion sold by the new merchant. Solarite Workbench with some new tools and base building options. Solarite Anvil with new equipment and weapons. 3 new critters found in the new biome. Those are the little flies that you catch with the bug net. 10 new valuables, 4 new figurines, probably from the boss, and 3 new enemies. Over 40 new objects that can be crafted or found to be used in base building and decoration. 6 new achievements, 6 new hairstyles, and now the meadow ground can be used for planting and gardening. Melee weapons can now hit plants, bushes, and tall grass. So if you have enemies in your gardens, don't hit them with a sword anymore unless you want to harvest the plants underneath, I guess. Balancing, slightly reduced inertia of boats, making them a bit faster when turning. I welcome that. The maze that contains the clear gemstone can now spawn up to 3 times in the world. Oh, that's incredible. Enemies can no longer destroy defensive base building options such as doors, fences, or crafted walls. But that's all we're going to expect here is a lot of new items, sub-biome, and everything else. So let's try to check some of it out, shall we? So I'm on my main world here. First things first, we're going to want to get the new pet from the King Slime because I did that on my other file, I'm realizing, and we're going to want to get that cooking sooner than later because they take kind of a while to bake. in these machines up here. So we're gonna go just farm a king slime real quick. Let's just go up to where my ivy spawn is, and we will fight king slime real quick. Alright, so here we are. The loot from this fight's guaranteed, so you always get all of this, but the thing that we're after here is the Oozy Royal Egg. Oh, also, they changed the effectiveness of the slime crown and gel pairing. They literally only work on slimes now. That's a huge nerf, but they never intended for it to do what it was doing before, where you could just waltz through like the sea biome and not get attacked by crabs, or the lava biome. Actually, I don't know if it still works on the butterflies or not. I guess we'll just have to see. We'll go ahead and just toss our Oozy egg in. Here we are, the correct Oozy Royal Egg. So we'll just go ahead and right click on this. Your very first, hatch your first pet from an egg. That's not true. Also, there's an achievement you can get if you store all color variations of one type in a chest. So I think that pertains to my sub-terriers here. But yeah, so we have this king slime plus 30% damage against bosses. Now that has to do with the actual king slime itself and not the owner. And it looks like it has the same zoomies. It looks like it has the same effects as the other slime buddies. But there he is, trotting along. I'm gonna keep my owl, but that's what the king slime looks like. Alright, so for the new biome, I'm bringing some mining equipment because I don't know if there's any to be found. A bucket to grab the water, bug net for the critters. I have a fishing rod, but we're not going to use it. And that's basically it. Let's head on over there now. We'll check all the crafting tables and stuff when we get back. Alright, so on my map you can see that my egg is over here to the right. Okay, so these kind of work like the ones from, oh, that died in one hit. It's kind of work like the ones from Terraria, how they dig through the floor and stuff. That's pretty cool. So we'll go over to the shiny stuff here. We got some Solarite ore from the wall, but... all crystal grass. Okay, so this is just grass. We don't care about that. Oh, those are enemies. They break walls when they tackle them, huh? That's fun. So this is radioactive. Could have brought some healing items, I guess. So I think that's one of the robots. I can't seem to hit. This is a new plant type, Lunicorn. Alrighty then. And then these are the destructibles for the environment. Okay. Other stuff on the ground. Can we... crystal crust. Okay, so this is probably what spawns the new enemies then. Can we shoot these? Oh, that would make my life a lot easier if so. That reaches far. I guess I'm pretty much guaranteed to take damage from that because I can't dash in and smack it enough times before it damages me. So 80 damage per each one of those. It's kind of a lot of damage if I'm honest. Whenever it furls up like that, you know that it's coming. Please don't do that. I do want to find more of that stuff on the ground that makes enemies spawn. Oh, do you drop a weapon? Crystal Shard Club. Holy damage, Batman. Oh boy. Let's test out this new weapon, I guess. Let's put this in place of a rune song then, and then up here we'll put my bug net, because I want to catch these little guys. Yoink. Shadow Newt. I want to mine more of those things, but I can't do so safe. I can't wait until I get that thing that lets you mine at range safely. What was that I just got? Is that a valuable? Like a fish? Crystal bone. This is one way to do it, I guess. Okay, well, that's going to be tedious to do, but it's safe. I do want to dig up some of this ground because I think that you need the ground in order to plant these new plants that are here. This thing just fight a caveling? For some reason I thought that the robot was a caveling. Alright, I can manage 2 swings before it gets bad. Each one of these seems to take 5 hits regardless of what your mining damage is. Ugh, I don't agree that that hit me. I was out of there. What did it give me? I haven't even looked. Radiation crystal. Blast-like structure. So what, you can make like a krypton? Oh. Okay, you pick up the entire thing, apparently. I didn't realize that. I was trying to just combine it, but apparently I place it right back down. Not at all what I meant to do. Well, hopefully you can craft with that or something, because there's really no other reason to pick up 30 of them. These guys get tired after a while or what? Yeah, I guess so. So they're kind of like the mushroom enemies, except they are a little bit more persistent with how they follow you. Oh, there's another giant snail over there. And they obviously hit way harder. Yeah, 10 hits to break those. Now, I wonder if you can use the cattle... Oh boy. Cattle carriers on those snails. What is this? This is what I was talking about earlier, about them randomly having things from the biome come chase you down. Oh my god, if I die because of this random assortment of caveling assassins coming for me, that would be just tragic. Speaking of snails, there's a cute little new snail. What's that? Get rid of these walls. Gem snail. Oh, it's so precious. Little tiny version of the big guy. Yoink. Half the stack in, half the stack in. Alright, but we've got 22 to work with. So let's go check out the workbenches and see. It takes 40. And 70 Gleamwood. I haven't seen Gleamwood. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go back out, because I can't even make the basic thing. Let's make a dedicated chest for all the findings from today. Leaf clubs seem kind of cool. Crystal crust, figurine, flies. I didn't dig up any ground, unfortunately. New valuable, new valuable. Geode wall display can be painted. A cleanly cut half of a geode. Where did we get these? Okay. Oh, should we open the chest right away, actually? We can afford to make a key. I think the keys only cost 10 usually. Yeah, 10. Alright, yeah, let's make a key. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Cosmos Visor Helm. You said immune to burning. Well, that's easy. Solarite crossbow. High range damage. 1.4 attack per second. So it's actually stronger than the Phantom Spark. Critical hit chance. Range damage. Secondary use piercing shot. A quick look at it. The crossbow, alright. Alright, so there's new tables to craft with. We'll go ahead and craft all the new tables real quick. We have a... Ooh, new pearl lantern. 8 slippery slime. Huh, there's no slimes in there. Plus 5 blue glow. Faster movement speed and attack speed. So instead of 5 glow, we'll have 5 blue glow. Instead of better mining damage, we'll have better movement speed and attack, I guess. That's cool. Blue glow is kind of subtle, but I like it. Upgrade station, a high-tech workbench to upgrade tools and weapons. They talked about this. Here's the roofing gadget. We'll make the highest tier one here. I see nothing else. And here we have the livestock workbench and the spike traps. So they only cost wood to make, and then these are just traps, so we don't really need to see them in action. I guess we'll just continue adding to my little C here. So the critter workbench and the upgrade workbench. Feeding trail we've seen before. Leash attached to cattle. The long leash can be attached to any cattle so that they can get hurried along. And the cattle transport box. So 6 planks, 10 in iron, and fiber. Oh, and planks. We've got infinite planks, don't you worry. Wild Warden pauldrons. Where did this come from? Wild Warden pants. Where did these come from? I know that those spawn when you fight Azios, but I don't understand why they were here. They're a new wood creature or something? They didn't say so. Now let's test out one of these upgrades, huh? Galaxite and Ancient Coins to boost the Rune Song. Solarite to boost the Shovel. Ocean Sapphire. Okay, so that's where we're going to start seeing Jungle Emerald. I upgrade my bug net. What does it do? What is the benefit of upgrading the bug net? Ooh, boosting the lantern could be fun. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out what stuff we actually want to upgrade. Can you upgrade your inventory slots on these? No, just the, okay, just the percentage boost. Can you upgrade your pets? Ash Feather? Polished Octarine Rings, this is a huge boost. 1% per... Plus 0%, no way, that's so good! I mean, some of the boosts seem kind of minor, but... Here's my crit build. 1% gains, 1% gains. Alright, I'm seeing a pattern here. Anyway, that's pretty neat. I don't know, it almost seems like I don't need the mining equipment. I feel kind of foolish if I leave it behind and suddenly have something to mine, but I don't know. Get rid of all that. Alright, let's venture out one more time. See what else we can find. I guess we can bring a couple cattle carriers with me. Oh, they each take up a slot. That's a lot of slots. Do leashes stack? Leashes at least stack. Okay. Yeah, let's head back out. Let's see what's up. A warm welcome right away. Hey, stop attacking my cattle. And me. Okay, so they said if cattle are well fed and left alone, they'll make babies. We have 1 cow and 1 bambuck here. I don't think they're gonna make babies together. Oh, hey, hold the phone. We finally found the new water. So, of course, we're gonna be curious about... Oop. We're gonna be curious about the override properties of the water and see which ones it overtakes. We're gonna bring some home with us, though, of course, of course. You sail on it? Yes. Could not sail on the water in, well, magma water. Ow. Okay, well, I'm gonna die. I really wish you could get rid of these at length. Somehow. My little buddy just took radiation damage and he doesn't even exist. Navigate through here. Oh boy. Where can I go safely? There's nowhere I can go safely. I'm dead. My god, I'm getting chased by bugs in the wall and radiation everywhere. So you can't hear that thing as it approaches, I guess. I can't tell how early because I keep talking over it, but and mining over it, frankly. Like every other mob, I wonder how those millipede things spawn, because if they spawn in the things that people usually use for mob farms, it's going to be real interesting because you're not going to be able to contain them, apparently, if they just burrow through the walls. Although maybe they don't burrow through all walls. You know, maybe they only burrow through these walls or walls that are weaker than this, because these walls don't seem all that strong. Alright, well, we've gone through 3 of these areas, and it seems like they're all kind of the same. Although, I don't know where to get this Gleamwood. I might have to go back out to the sea, because it's... I don't know. Oh, see, now I should bring some of those cattle transporters, but whatever. Is this just a fishing spot? Dude, it looks so crazy now that they splash. I guess the boat does feel a little bit tighter to turn. I mean, I've gotten kind of used to how the boats move in this game, so it never really stood out to me as a problem, but I guess the movement's a little tighter. What's going on there? Oh, the bubbles popping make the water move? That's orienting a little bit, but okay. Alrighty, so I went fishing for, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 catches. Here's all that I got. There are 4 fish types, which tends to be about the average in every water type. They all have the same buff, even though they are of different rarities. I'm kind of surprised by this, but not really sure why the Splendid Deep Stalker is such a high rarity. Maybe when they're cooked they have better boosts, but up front they seem kind of underwhelming. Now we also still need to cook the Lunicorn and the Sunrise, but I'm just going to put these in here for now. Other things I got while cooking, I got Lunicorn seeds and Sunrise seeds. A couple valuables that we've already seen. Crystal Kelp, which can be eaten. I don't know if the kelp has always been able to be eaten. Pale Kelp, when eaten, +1 food. Interesting little detail. Not sure if that's always been the case. But the most exciting thing that I got... Oh, I guess we also got this fossil. But the most exciting thing is I got Gleamwood seeds just by fishing. I had to dig up some of the floor randomly. 3 hits with the Galaxite shovel, that's a lot. Yeah, so, no Gleamwood. So we're just gonna have to grow our own, I guess. Kind of a shame. We've been through 4 or 5 of these now with no difference in them whatsoever. We can't even get the basic materials to craft the workbench. We've been at this for over an hour. Nothing, 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 nothing. Yeah, so 6 of them. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the ones really far down in my sea biome and hope for greatness or something. Let's head home and plant this wood and hopefully we can just generate some. Leave that there for when we can actually get more seeds out of that. I guess I can make a farm for the new stuff here too. I've only got 30 blocks, but we'll see how far that goes. I kinda wish you could hit more of these worms than just their head. Also, fighting two at once is not something I would wish on my worst enemy. Oh, dude. Yeah, the rest of their body is just kind of for show, I guess. The ranged attacks can damage the body, but melee attacks apparently can't? What is that? Oh, just an undergrown fruit. Is that what these are too? Yep, okay. Oh, we found an end. An opening. Oh wait, there's some Gleamwood. Wow, we finally found some. Is that all we're gonna find in the way of the wood? The Gleamwood? Oh, here we go. The long-awaited Gleamwood deposit. What a lovely place to die. Okay. I'm kind of close though. Got a little dicey. Alright, so have I traced the outer bounds of this area yet? Is this actually kind of big? Kinda. How much further up does this go? Oh look, more Gleamwood. Okay, this is where we should have started today. My goodness. And you want to know what I bet it was? The fact that I didn't actually explore this far over. This is actually newly spawned as of today, as opposed to just being filled in. Oh, shoot. I think my attacks work over the wood, and theirs don't. The paths cut by the snails are too funny. Looks almost like they're predetermined. They keep going back and forth through the same areas, it looks like. Oh. What are these? Wait, are these jellyfish from under the water? Gem jellyfish. What is it just? I don't even see... If I did put a jellyfish down, I don't even see it. I don't understand. So, but it looks like this continues over here. Maybe the snail walked on the... This looks like a snail path. It looks like the snail just walked on the water and converted all of this. That's gotta be what these are. Just snail paths. They look super cool, though. I wonder what happens if you dig the ground out in front of them. Yeah, look at that. He fills it in. I guess that's our answer. I also just watched this shell grow back in real time. Did you see that? Bit of an abyss to my right. What is this thing? Pet rock can be equipped in your offhand slot. It's Bob the pet rock. Don't drop or throw him. Where did this spawn from? Okay, if there's gonna be one of those special arenas in one of these, this has to be one of the ones that it is in for me. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that one of the ores? I was starting to think those didn't exist. I need a drill! Oh, let's go! I didn't think that they had these. This is so exciting. Okay, I think all my other ones were, not generated right. This is a brand new area for me. Like, I didn't come this far over on the map, so when it comes to, like, the way that the grids spawn, I think that you need to have new locations. Like, the ones that I had marked before, and I walked all the way around them, I think those were devoid of new spawning things like that. And I bet if there were, like, the arena locations, for example, that they wouldn't spawn. Now, of course, I need to find one of those still to prove that I have a clue what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a game changer. Ah, one of them. Ah, they're going around the wall. Hell surprise. Hey, how's about instead of fighting things that I don't want to see me, you heal me? That'd be pretty sweet. How much farther did we just go? So maybe this whole area is still part of this? Snail Trail, what's up, dude? That's all this is, though. One bad thing about the Snail Trails is that they generate a lot more coastline. So all those different tentacles that spawn with the higher likelihood against the coast will kind of be all over the place wherever they go. I see what I mean. Yeah, like, see how they're spawning all up in here? If you're right up against a wall and then you run away from them, they smack it. But if you're not right up against a wall, it seems like they've got enough room to turn around and try to come back at you. Oh, there's another Pokemans to catch. What's up, little turtle? So you just equip this, and then you right-click it to place it, and you capture them. I've got 2, so we can at least mate them with what I've got. Oh, there's another one right there. Yoink. Thanks. Hey, a figurine. Sweet. Well, I'd say we bled this pretty much dry. And, no battle arena. Alright, in my travels, I just found Crystal Scene, I think. I was just making my way up this coast to my next, question marked off location. And I found this little, like, crystal island with this horn in it. Generally, when you punch these, they drop stuff. I'm gonna make a marker on this for later, because I don't actually know what the deal is. I was thinking while I was boating around. It's actually kind of a good thing that the snails walk onto the water. Even though they do spawn more of these annoying tentacles that you can no longer bypass with the King's Crown set, they also kind of reveal pretty easily that those areas exist. Like those mountains and stuff. Because, you know, if you're boating around the edge of a mountain, or of an island like this, and then you suddenly see a blue trail jut across or something, it's because the snails are basically expanding those sections out. There's a snail making a land bridge. I love that so much. It's so cool. Sucks for all the jellyfish they murder, but basically expands out the biome a little bit, which is cool. Got another ore here. That's important. Oh! Huh. There was no indication of that whatsoever. Alright. Discovery found. So if you venture out of places where you've been, you are pretty much guaranteed to find the new locations that actually contain the wood and actually contain the battle arenas and the big ore boulders to drill. And the reason I realized this is because when I died, I went a completely different path all the way over to the right here just to go to a location I had previously marked. And then as I was snaking along this area I hadn't cut through yet, I found new location, new location, new location, new location, new, but then further along, more new, more new, more new, just everywhere. Everywhere I went, there was the new biome. And as I was driving or boating along the sides of there, I started seeing this ancient tech stuff through the walls. So this is the first time coming into here. These just look like a new type of destructible crate. And it looks like they have different valuables and gear and stuff in here. So I'm going to have to lighten my load a bit to see what these entail. But yeah, we finally found, I think, where these things spawn. And thus, we're going to find some battle arenas. Alright, I just ran around picking up as much of this stuff as would fit in my newly trimmed inventory. We have a new valuable. Another new valuable. I thought this was actually a can of soda, but apparently it's a offspring capsule, I guess, containing embryos. There's also another one of those spaceman helmets and actually a special ring, I think, that's probably matches. Yeah, glass bead ring. Higher critical hit damage, more damage taken, higher damage in general, higher damage taken. So these are kind of risk-reward objects, which is pretty interesting. Haven't seen those in the game yet. Yeah, so we're starting to find this stuff, which is very exciting because I've been on the game for several hours today. And this is the first we've seen of the new stuff. And all I had to do was venture outside of where I've already been. So, if you're just getting into this, please be sure to do the same. Save yourself the same pain and heartache that I had going through what was kind of masquerading as new stuff, but didn't actually contain, you know, the new wood that you need and the new kind of sub biomes. Ooh, wait, this is fancy. What is this? Got a grave? What is this? This is a valuable. Oh wait, I'm getting less excited. These are just valuables. I thought that we were finding new things, but no, these are just things that you would keep or sell. Interesting, but this object is indestructible. That's a shame. I want a giant space coma at my base, you know? Alright, I've pulled up outside of where one of these ancient civilization places looks like it is. We're gonna do a quick run through to see what it's got in store for us. I'm assuming that one of the battle arenas will be in one of these larger establishments like this. Oh, and here we are. There's one of the arenas. Gotta be. It's a circle with a threatening hand in it. What's the deal here? Am I ready to battle stuff? I guess. So these little spots on the ground, I guess, spawn enemies. I don't want to see what enemies they are, so we'll just try to shoot them right away. Start up a multi-shot now. Enemies from the new biome, I guess. They don't spawn all that fast. This isn't too much of a challenge. They're gonna surround us in a minute, I'm sure. Oh, I actually missed. Okay, so this thing only charges when you're in the circle. I guess that's not surprising. Does your progress just halt when you're not in the circle, or does it actually go down? Having the little bunnies that spawn alongside you are pretty good. They work as a good distraction against these guys. Complete. That was bright. Spawns a special chest. Nuclear battery. A highly advanced piece of tech that stores nuclear energy when placed in a habitable room. It will attract a bold traveler of the Shimmering frontier. Okay, so this is how you get the merchant. Ocean sapphire. Gemstone rarely found in aquatic regions. Special properties allow it to be used for higher quality crafting. Oh, duh. This is one of the 3 sapphire types. Okay. Singing crystal. Due to its shape, this naturally formed crystal rings with a harmonic frequency when struck. No, it doesn't. Oh, E. I can't tell if this is playing a consistent tune or not. I think not. Interesting, though. Singing crystal. This has to have a purpose, because it's not marked as a valuable. I mean, maybe it's just a set piece or whatever, but it was given as a reward for this thing, so I'm interested to see what else that could possibly do. Well, cool. We did one of the battle things. It only took 7 hours or whatever. Minor details. Who cares? You know? Cosmos Torso. Haven't seen one of those yet. All right, so I've got 4 things I want to take, including the chest. That's such a cool chest. I hope that it's constantly glowing like that. There's not really a lot of small chests that glow like that. And we're good to go. We have a teleporter here now. How exciting. Well, time to explore a little bit more. I like their use of glass in this new biome, too, because obviously glass hasn't existed in the game for all that long, and when they added the meadow biome, I don't think they would have found a natural use for glass in the game. It's cool to see it out here. Of course, you can spawn glass with just sand and a machine, so it's not really all that worthwhile to bring home with you, but nice to see out in the wild, I suppose. Actually, I wonder if you could... Can you dig those up from the floor? Those things that were spawning the enemies? I wonder if they... Oh, they can come home with you. Figurine slot. Putting a non-boss figurine in the slot and powering the materializer with electricity will create a clone of the enemy. Oh, that's it. So we're gonna rid this... Well, this place is already one and done, I guess, so I don't even need to come back here, but... Oh yeah, and these are all wires. Wires? Wires. Can you mass harvest wires with... Oh. Oh. Would you look at that? It's a thing of beauty. Alright, so we can just spawn enemies like this at home. This is so cool. Alright. Well, as we saw here, the enemies that were spawning from those didn't spawn loot. So, this isn't for farming necessarily. I guess it's just for a challenge, or... I don't know. I wonder if you spawn enemies that way, if they'll fight each other. Like, maybe you can have a materializer that just constantly spawns in enemies into a mob farm you have. We'll fight them. That'd be cool for specific enemies. Like, if you have a certain enemy that can wipe the floor with another type or whatever, and you just want to mass farm one of the types of enemies, or you want to isolate one to always spawn on its own island or something, that could be really useful. Especially if you don't want it to ever actually die, you know? Super cool. Cool discovery. I'm glad that they added these, even though it was, like, super easy to do. Maybe there'll be different ones, although it's the same sub-biome everywhere you go, so... Who can say? But very good. So I was just exploring another one of these biomes, and I killed a Nillipede, and it dropped this helmet-looking thing. Let's see what it is, because I haven't even peeked at it yet. Of course, I still don't have room for anything because of all the new discovery. Ninja garments. Dodge chance, critical hit damage, higher max health and armor. Wow. Moving swiftly as the wind. It says that, but there's no move speed increase or anything. But hey, ninja garments from a Nillipede. Not what I would expect, I don't think, but pretty nifty nonetheless. Alrighty, so we're at another battle arena, and I want to point out something. So, before you do this, you can't harvest any of the stuff on the floor. That should be probably expected, and then once it breaks, you're able to. I reckon this is going to be the exact same as what we just did, but only one way to find out. Or we're spawning up like 2 on one side and 2 on the other side, yeah. One of each of the new enemies, yep. That doesn't go down, it just stops when you're out of there. Oddly enough, he doesn't really track you the same when you're summoning him this way. It didn't turn on me at all when I moved. That hit me. Yeah, I feel like I'm not at all fearful of the turret guys. Like this. Oh, also, I didn't switch to my crit build. Oops. Still on my building build. Imagine if my bird was actually leveled up too. My little buddy actually just shot through his shield, I noticed. That was interesting. Whoop. Oh, I thought we were done. We are done. Timing of that was weird. But yeah, so once this wraps up, you're able to harvest all the wires and the stuff on the ground. Not that wires are expensive, you know, you can just make them. I think they, just use tin or copper, or maybe both. 2 earliest in-game ores. But still, pretty cool. Looks like these are one and done. Probably just so that you can't farm the rewards. What do we get? So more ocean sapphire, another battery, another bead ring, an unusual potion, and the chest, obviously. So a lot of this stuff isn't going to fit because it is all like single-use items. But yeah, pretty cool that we got more of the same stuff. All right, we're back at the base, and I fashioned a room that I'm now realizing is 1 tile too wide compared to my other rooms. But we fashioned a room for this NPC. Once I placed the bed in here and the door on, and placed his nuclear batteries down, he spawned right away. Now, we'll take a look at his inventory once I put these walls back up. Of course, now he's standing in the way of one of the walls. So we'll equip the battery in hopes that he walks toward me. Usually how the other NPCs will work also. Ooh, that's a voice. Anyway, he offers a full hazmat suit, which when fully equipped, will protect you from radioactive damage, which would make all of my travels today significantly easier. Too bad we didn't find those arenas, you know, 7 hours ago. But yeah, they boost your health and armor by quite a bit, and give you better melee damage, just like the, I believe the Octarine, or the Solarite set does the same thing. Now, we have no light in this room, which is a good chance to test out the new roofing gadget. So in theory, you just right-click anywhere you want natural light. When you leave, their whole room is just illuminated, which is pretty neat. I guess I can make it durable. Future use, and, well, repair all my armor. Why does that take up the whole screen now? Holy cow. This is so massive, I can't even see what I'm repairing. Got 11 of these Solarite chests to open. I did want to check the other chests to see if they contained other gear, so we can do that real quick. Alright, so we really just want to see if the chests have new loot in them, because patch notes were kind of cryptic about where you find certain things. And look at that, Wild Warden Mask right off the rip. So that's something that normally spawns from Azios. So Maybe they just still match the loot pools of the biome that they're from. Looks that way. You get one clothing item from the Azios Wilderness out of the Scarlet Chests. I don't remember if the Wooden Thorn Ring is from that biome, but yeah, we're getting Wild Warden masks like crazy. Oh, and this is new Scarlet Hand Drill. So the hand drills do come from the chests. We can test out the hand drill. I just want to see if we get a better one. Now we're on to Octarine. It's all familiar. The Octarine Axe. Beachwear. Bubble Gun. Octarine Sledgehammer. Boy, that's round. I guess so is the Galaxite one, too. Galaxite one's multi-tone, though, so I guess it wasn't as obvious to me that it was rounded. All pretty standard fare. Was this a Scarlet necklace in an Octarine chest? That seems like a ripoff. Beachwear. Another rounded sledgehammer. Alright, no Octarine drill in 10 tries. That doesn't mean you can't get one, but we didn't. Paladin mask. Bag of marbles. Trinket. Valuable. It's all standard fare so far. Bomb Scarab Mortar. I wonder if those do anything different now. Guess not. This all looks familiar too. I'd be curious how the earlier chests look too, but we don't have any handy, I don't think. But I really want to make the Solarite Workbench finally, because we haven't done that yet, which is honestly tragic. Here we are, Solarite Workbench. I'm gonna make 2. Solarite Pickaxe, 715 mining damage. It's actually dwarfed by the Soul Seeker, which it should be. Solarite Fishing Rod, this is gonna be important to have. I need planks. Let's see what else is at this. Oh boy, just the Anvil. Gleamwood Wall, Crystal Wall and Gleamwood Planks, Solarite Bars and Gleamwood Planks. Sure, this looks great, but this is a very lackluster workbench. I mean, compared to all the other ones, this has nothing. We'll make the Anvil right away as well. Solarite Sword, which is apparently better than the Rune Song. I mean, it's not hard to be better than the Rune Song. Faster melee attack speed. And then, of course, the Solarite Crossbow, which we've already seen. The Solarite Armor requires Gold Bar and Stroly-Poly Plates. If there's one thing I don't have in this game, it's Stroly-Poly Plates, unfortunately. I don't have any Stroly-Poly back at my base, but that's okay. I think I'm pretty set with the armor I've got. This, of course, I have because of the critical bonus you get on it. Higher damage while at full health is the set bonus. This does give you actually a 7% critical hit chance, and of course it's boosted when you reinforce it. This does not give you a crit chance. This does not. So collectively, this gives you a 7% crit chance bonus, whereas the Paladin set gives you +6, +7, and +7. So it's quite a bit different. Anyway, I think we've covered quite a bit today. I've spent the entire day doing this video, so if you enjoyed this, please feel free to follow the channel. I'll be doing some other kind of summarized content about this update as well. But if you enjoy this content, please feel free to check out the rest of the content on my channel. I recently did a full playthrough of this game before this update, where we went over a lot of the progression and tips and tricks along the way. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun recording it. And yeah, feel free to come over to my Twitch channel and check out what we do too. We play all kinds of games all the time. I'm actually joining a friend, Deftworks, to play this update on October 4th, the day it releases. So come on by and say hi, or check out the VOD, or anything like that. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you take care. Bye now.